Welcome to the Hook Exhibit, where we get to share and express our go-to songs, hooks, and lyrics based on our experiences that just do it for us. Whether it's pop, country, rock and roll, hip hop, rap, dance, techno, opera, you name it, it doesn't matter, because here there are no strangers, just friends we haven't met yet. And the show goes a little something like this. I'm going to share and express my go-to songs, hooks, and lyrics based on my experiences that do it for me. And then we're going to have special guests on the show, and they're going to share their hooks, lyrics, songs based on their experiences that do it for them. So today I'm a little agitated, just a little bit. And people that know me, I'm usually happy-go-lucky. But there was a girl that I dated a couple of summers ago, and she just doesn't. But let's get into the song real quick, my go-to song, and we'll take it from there. It's "Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away" by Motley Crue. Let's take a quick listen to it. So that's my go-to song today, again, because I'm agitated because of, and first off, that is an awesome heavy metal band, hair band from the late 80s, mid to late 80s when they came out. This track came out off of their album, Dr. Feel Good. Again, it's Motley Crue. The track is called "Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away." And again, this girl, she just doesn't stop. She was taking personal shots at me on social media indirectly. But my friends knew, her friends knew that I'm friends with. And I just tried to let it go, but she just kept on doing it. And so here's my indirect shot back at you. You know who you are. Hashtag shots fired. And just like the song says, don't go away mad, just go away. Do your thing. Do you, do me. Now, there was nothing, we had a relationship in the, during the summer. We had a great time. We were physically attracted to each other, getting to know each other. Things were great. And it just didn't work out, and for me, for having only a few months of time spent without any vested interest in each other, financially, kids, house, car, whatever, she texted me and broke up with me. And I was like, okay, keep it moving. We all have life to deal with in general. And she just didn't want to stop. So that's why my go-to song is "Girl, Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away." There you have it. It kind of, like I said, it kind of got me agitated, but there is right now that's something that can get me in a really good mood. And that is my next guest. When I tell you she's and she knows I say this as a compliment. She is extremely beautiful. And when I tell you, when you meet her, when you get to know her, she's even more beautiful. You're going to be like, how the heck is this possible after looking at her? Let's give a warm welcome for the amazing Beth Caponigro. Beth, so happy to see you. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you?
Manny, you are so sweet. That was the best introduction I ever got. And you got my name pronounced right.
All right.
So, double credit.
Nice. So what's happening these days? You're glowing as usual. I mean, I saw a post. I got to say this. I saw a post of you when someone said you cannot take a bad picture. And that got me like, all right, I got to find out if that's true or not. And I actually stalked your pictures. I'm like, holy cow, her friend was right. She cannot take a bad picture, even if she tried. So
that's not true.
Yeah, it is true. That from what we've all seen, and you have, you post on social media a significant amount, and you got yourself out there, and good job, Anthony.
Oh, that was very sweet. He'll like that.
Yeah, good. So what's going on these days with you? Tell us about yourself.
These days, well, I think the most exciting thing is what you're also involved with. We have that new movie coming out, What Do I Do Now?
Yes.
And you actually play my father.
I know. I had such a fun time. That's when I really got to know you. It was we spent a lot of time together, and I played your dad, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. And full disclosure, he's only 13 years older than me, but it's movie magic, put some glasses on, a blazer, we just make you that much older, right?
Yeah, I had my pants wedged up to my chest. Yeah,
and it was the 60s, anything went.
There you go. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But that's coming out in October.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Fingers crossed. And recently, I am the brand ambassador and guest host on QVC for the brand Dr. Scholl's Shoes. Nice. It's a new brand for QVC, an old brand to the world, but I got picked to represent them on QVC, so that was a pretty big deal.
Congratulations! That is awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about your career as far as acting and all that. You haven't been doing it that long, have you?
I have not. So I grew up kind of in theater. Like I did musical theater my whole life because of my big brother who also did theater, and now he lives in LA and makes movies and all that good stuff. So he's kind of been like my role model in all of this.
Nice.
But I went to college for broadcasting. I thought sport broadcasting, that was going to be my thing. My dream was to be an Eagles sideline reporter.
Wow. Hold on a second. Time out. Now it just got even better here, folks. She loves sports, football, and she's amazingly good looking. So go on.
I thought you, man. I paid him to say that.
She didn't.
No. So back in like my bartending days after college, I did win a contest to be an Eagles sideline reporter, which was amazing. I thought, this is it. This is my break. I got to be the sideline reporter for Eagles versus Jets game up in New York. New Jersey technically, but Giant Stadium. It was amazing. Didn't go anywhere though, like a lot of opportunities. And just from there kind of went into like commercials, did like a short film. But honestly, the first real role and big role and feature film was this one coming out, What Do I Do Now? So I was pretty much got married, had my 2 little babies, was fresh off having my second baby, and was asked to come in and read for this lead role in this movie because I looked like the real girl, and I got it. So now it's just kind of spiraled into like other opportunities, which is great.
That is great, and that tells us a lot about you. Yes, you're attractive, and that's great, but you also are good at it because you've just started and you've already premiered. Your second project is a full-length feature that's going to be distributed by Lionsgate. That was directed by Joshua Coates, big name director. So congratulations on your hard work. It's paying off, and I look forward to a lot of new projects that you're going to be a part of. I look forward to seeing you everywhere. I really do, and I can see that. I can see that. So I got to ask you said something about you were a bartender. I had a guest on the show not too long ago. Her name is Michelle Marciano. We know Michelle. And the top part of one of the topics was, do you have a friend? I had a friend that just his main objective was just to go out and get girls, and his mentality was like, machine gun, shoot a bunch of bullets, one's bound to hit. Is it now? A lot of guys are like that. We all have that one friend as far as guys go. I'm not sure about the girls though. So I'm going to ask you: do you have that girlfriend out of your group of friends? Maybe not necessarily now, but did you have at least a girlfriend that just never said no, or was extremely forward and had that same mentality? I'm going to shoot as many bullets as I possibly can. One's going to land.
I mean, in my bartending days, I'm sure, yes.
Right.
In coworkers, friends. I can't think of anyone offhand. I had a lot of customers like that. I mean, I can't tell you.
That was my second question. How many times did that happen to you, where they just did not take no? And the theme was, and I'm sorry, the theme was when I had my go-to song was reminding me of when Jim Carrey came on made his big splash on the scene with Ace Ventura, and the one particular movie I'm referring to is Dumb and Dumber, where he asked the girl, "What are the chances of me hooking up with you or going out with you?" And she's like, 1 in a million, and his response was, "So you're saying there's a chance?" So you had a lot of those guys too?
Oh my God. I had a guy one time, he could barely fit in the door. He was such a musclehead.
Right.
I had met him one other time previously, and it was with his girlfriend. Okay. I knew his girlfriend, met them together, knew her better than I knew him. I only met him through her. Comes in my bar with one of his guy friends, proceeds to ask for my phone number repeatedly.
Wow.
And I said, I just met you with your girlfriend. Like, what are you trying to do here? He proceeds to get insanely wasted, okay? I mean, I was his bartender, so it wasn't helping things.
Right,
I was
right.
probably over-serving him, but he just wouldn't leave. And it got to the point where he literally took his Miller Lite bottle, I will never forget this, and he threw it at me, okay? This is a true story. And he had to be physically removed, which the manager and the bouncers were like scared to remove him because he was such a big guy. They were scared like of him. And I was like, get him out of my bar right now, because he was so drunk. I mean, it was an empty bottle, but he literally threw it at me. I was like, this could have shattered into my ice bucket. Like, it could have hurt me. Like, luckily it didn't, but just ridiculous. I mean, guys are just insane. But I did meet my husband that way. My husband was one of my...
He threw a beer bottle at you?
No. No, but he was one of my regulars, and he became a regular because when he met me the first time, he came back every time I worked.
That's really cool. And quick advice to all the guys out there and girls: you want to pick up a girl, if she says no, if you think there's a slight chance, whatever, don't throw a beer bottle. That's not going to do it.
That was like the craziest thing that ever happened to me. I did have a guy too. He came in and he asked for just like 5 Bud Lights or something. I opened up like 5 bottles of beer.
Right.
And he had a $100 bill as my tip and asked if I would write my phone number on it.
Oh,
and I said, no, but I'll take it. And he still gave it to me as a tip.
Wow.
So for opening 5 bottles, I got a $100 bill.
Nice.
I was like, so they were 2 impressive moves,
Yeah. Well, I don't know about impressive, but well, they left a long-lasting impression. So, but yeah, that's pretty funny. That's good stuff. That's awesome. So, what do you got? What are you feeling these days? What go-to song do you have? What do you have going on in your life? Your go-to song? Share with us.
My go-to song right now is definitely "High Hopes" by Panic at the Disco.
High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. All right, let's take a quick listen to it, and then we'll dive into why that is for you. And here is High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. That is a really cool song. A really good song. I've listened to it plenty of times. I like it when it's on. I listen to the entire thing. I do. It's actually when it first came out. My kids always listened to it. Really good stuff. Good melody. Great hooks and lyrics and all that. So tell us, how does that resonate with you?
Well, I love it because I feel like the rhythm of it, the whole beat is so infectious. Like, you can't help but like get up when you hear that song. But I think for an actor, for someone in entertainment in general, every word of that song, it's basically a true story. The lead singer wrote it about his own experience trying to make it as like an underground band. And it's true. So it's hard, and it's all about like, I always kind of knew, I think everyone kind of feels something inside them, like they were meant for bigger things or greater things. And, but if you don't have a plan, it's just a wish, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I always had a feeling I was going to be that 1 in a million. And like I said, back when I won that Eagles contest, there was almost 1,000 people that submitted a tape. So the fact that I got picked out of that many people, just thought like, wow, I'm on the right journey. There's something that stands out. Like, I was meant to do this, right? Like I started like podcasts, and I got picked. I won another contest and got to go to March Madness and see Villanova beat UNC at the buzzer beater in Houston, Texas. Like, insane. And my husband's a huge Duke fan, so I got to bring him. So the fact that we got to watch our like Villanova beat UNC, which is Duke's like biggest rival, was amazing. So I won that contest. I've had like different opportunities that just never led to anything bigger.
Right.
And then I get into acting more. And from the movie, I immediately got the interview to be the brand ambassador and guest host for QVC, which my first interview ever out of college was to be a host on QVC. I auditioned. I just
No
kind of
way.
put myself out there at 22, like, sure, I can be a host on a live national channel. It's in 140 million homes. Why not? And of course, I didn't get it. And like 14 years later, here we are. Everything's kind of coming back around. And I almost feel like, when is the shoe going to drop? But like, there's lyrics in the song that's like, it says like he's up, but he's never coming down. Like, stay up on that rise, and never come down. Like, it just resonates. And I just was the Today's Special Value, which is a product that goes on for 24 hours on QVC.
Right.
And my shoe was called High Hopes.
That's
is like
so cool.
That's the name they picked. So to stay up for 24 hours and energize myself between every hit, I was on 10 times. Between every hit, I literally was like dancing and jumping to that song to just kind of give me life. Like, I gotta get through this. And we did well. We sold a lot of shoes that day. So.
That is so awesome. That I love how it resonates with you. I love the story behind it. That is really, really good stuff. Again, congratulations on your success and continued success. That's I'm like, wow, like how everything fit together with the shoe named High Hopes and how you related it to your journey. That's really, really cool stuff.
Isn't that weird? Well, that's why my Instagram name though is Broad Street Beth, because that was my pen name. I used to write for a man's, like a sports website. I shouldn't say a man's, but a sports website called Man Tears, and I was the sports writer as a girl. So Broad Street Beth was for Broad Street Bullies. The fact that I'm from Philly, it had the alliteration in it, but also because I'm a girl, it had double meaning, like a broad, like Broad Street. So that's where it comes from. That's why that's my name, because I was very into sports. I still am, but I feel like I have a new calling. I just had my own podcast, Sports Outliers, but then the movie came and the QVC stuff, and it just became too much. And
that's
I'm kind of putting my efforts in one place now.
That's awesome. So how do you that's really, really good. That's really good stuff. How do you sharpen your tools with the whole COVID-19 thing and all that stuff? Have you been taking classes? Where are you taking classes? Who else are you collaborating with anyone else?
Well, I'm part of the Actors Co-op, so that's the whole What Do I Do Now family, which is amazing in Swarthmore. And we were doing those Zoom classes for a little while, but I think it is going to start back up soon.
Yes.
But to sharpen my tools, I mean, the entire QVC experience, I launched the brand, did the Today's Special Value, all of that from home. So I have not been in studio at QVC yet, so It's been really challenging. So I figured if I can do it from home, hopefully it's 10 times better in studio. So I've had to make a lot of like accommodations around, just doing this all from home. Like, it's very hard to kind of do what you're supposed to do from your seat at your house instead of like standing in a studio. So just kind of made it work, but it's been pretty dry as far as other acting opportunities right now, just because of the times. But I'm just trying to stay sharp, practice, do monologues, that kind of stuff. But I haven't really had much time. What about you?
What about me? I've been doing my podcast here. I recently was signed right when this whole mess started. I was recently signed with a manager from New York. My manager is Nicole Estelle from Prestige Management Agency, which I'm super excited about. First time signing with anybody. And, again, with the Actors Co-op, doing my thing there. And that's pretty much it. I do work on monologues. I'm working on my own monologues, like just getting little bits and ideas, and also short films whenever I can. But in the meantime, to help me pay the bills, I'm also in the process of getting licensed as a realtor. So, like everyone else. Yeah. So I'm taking a final test July 14th for that. So hopefully, and then I'm going to be, I passed the first one. So, I mean, believe it or not, I am a pretty smart guy. I just,
I know.
Act like
and you'll be a great realtor. I would love to buy a house from you. Maybe I will one day.
All right, cool. Well, I plan on getting licensed in, obviously in Jersey, but also in New York and in PA. So, that way I'm not restricted. That way I travel all over the place anyway. So, I'm like horse manure. I just like all over the place, horse shit. So.
Nice. Well, that's what's tough though, because it's the different rules for the different states. Because I took real estate courses, but I never passed. So
they're pretty much the same. It's just you just got to make sure you do the right thing. And as a person, the realtors that I know, the people that I know that are successful as realtors, they do the right thing. So, you know what I mean? That's just life in general. Like, don't be sneaky. Just do the right thing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I really appreciate you coming on. Your smile is contagious. Everyone's going to say that.
Thank you, Manny.
And again, thank you for the song. It reminds me of your song "Panic in the Disco," "High Hopes." I'm going to be listening to it now, like especially with your interpretation to it. I never really looked at it that because again, my kids used to listen to it all the time when it first came out. But now it's gonna start. I'm gonna have it on my playlist as well. So that's really, really cool stuff.
Resonate. It should resonate for anyone in the entertainment business. Should understand what he's trying to say there.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Again, thank you so much for sharing your go-to song. Again, "High Hopes," "Panic in the Disco," and we'll definitely catch up soon. I look forward to seeing you soon. Hopefully sooner than the premiere in October. So.
Oh God, I hope so.
Yeah, right.
Way before then.
Yep.
But now I'm going to deflate my ego after all these compliments.
Oh, stop it. All right, Beth, we'll take care. We'll catch up soon. And there you have it, folks. That was the awesome Beth Caponigro from the Philly area with her go-to song, "High Hopes" from Panic in the Disco. And there you have it, folks. Another edition of our podcast show, The Hook Exhibit. Check us out. Again, hit the message button. Give us your thoughts on whatever you have going on, whether it's a poem, hooks, lyrics, monologue, whatever it may be. Just let us know. We'll have you on the next show. Again, thank you all so much for joining us today here at the Hook Exhibit, and we'll catch you again soon. Take care.